Genesis chapter 35, Renewal, Obedience, and God's Faithfulness. Welcome back to Bible Breakdowns, where we explore the Bible chapter by chapter. Today we're diving into Genesis 35, a chapter of renewal, obedience, and God's faithfulness. Let's get started. At the beginning of this chapter, God tells Jacob to move to Bethel, the place where God had first appeared to him in a dream all those years ago. God instructs him to build an altar there, as a reminder of the place where God promised to be with him. Jacob obeys immediately. He gathers his family and tells them, "Get rid of all the foreign gods you have, purify yourselves and change your clothes. We're going to Bethel to make an altar to God who answered me in the day of my distress and has been with me wherever I've gone." So Jacob and his household leave, and as they travel, something powerful happens. God causes the people around the cities they pass through to fear them, so no one dares pursue them. God's protection is clearly over Jacob's family as they journey. When they reach Bethel, Jacob builds the altar and he names the place El Bethel, meaning God of Bethel, because it was there that God had revealed himself to Jacob. But there's another significant moment. Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, dies and Jacob buries her near Bethel under an oak tree. It's a bittersweet moment of remembering the past. After this, God appears to Jacob again, reaffirming his promises. God tells him, "Your name is Jacob, but from now on you will be called Israel." God blesses him and says, "Be fruitful and increase in number. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will be among your descendants." God also tells Jacob that the land he promised to Abraham and Isaac will be given to him and his descendants. This is a reaffirmation of God's covenant with Jacob. Then, as they continue their journey, Rachel goes into labor. She has a difficult childbirth, and as she's giving birth, she names her son Ben-Oni, meaning son of my sorrow. But Jacob renames him Benjamin, meaning son of the right hand, as a sign of blessing. Sadly, Rachel dies during childbirth and is buried on the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. Jacob sets up a pillar over her grave as a memorial. After Rachel's death, Jacob moves on and eventually settles in the land of his father Isaac, at Hebron. Isaac dies at the age of 180, and his sons Esau and Jacob bury him. Genesis 35 is a chapter of both grief and blessing. It marks a new chapter in Jacob's life, as God reaffirms his promises and his covenant. Jacob's journey of faith has brought him to this place of renewal, but there's also sorrow with the loss of Rachel. This chapter reminds us that even in moments of deep loss and sorrow, God's faithfulness and promises remain true. God called Jacob to move forward, and he's calling us to do the same, trusting in his promises no matter the challenges we face. Next time, we'll dive into Genesis 36 and explore the story of Esau's descendants. Stay tuned for more Bible breakdowns.